What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another Code Peterson tutorial. In this demonstration, we're taking our assets that we created from Aseprite and we're bringing it into GB Studio and starting a new project with them. As you can see, this is GB Studio version 4.2.2. And to begin with, I have this mouse platform folder that I created where I put these different files that I created my graphics for. And I'm going to create this GB Studio project in that same folder. So this little three dots here, I just need to find where that folder is located. And on mine, the folder is called Mouse Platform and it's on the desktop. So I'll click Select Folder. And then I want to make sure that I go blank project. So it's going to be a lot smaller of a file. There's not all those other assets in there that are going to make the loading process take forever. And then for the project name, I can call it Mouse Platform Project. On these, I just call it all one word, and then I capitalize the other words that come after the first one. We'll go to create a project. Easy enough right there. It takes us to our layout here. And then if I click this drop down and I go to sprites, and then I take my folder here of files that I've created. As you can see now, here's my mouse platform project folder that it created. And I want to bring in my sprite sheet. So like 2 tutorials ago, we made this little public domain Steamboat Willie Mickey Mouse sprite, and I called it mouse sheet. And then I just click and drag that over here, and you'll notice it adds it into the sprites. Once I have this selected, let's select it first. And then on this right-hand side, I'm going to go and find where it says platform player, because this is going to be a platform style game. And then I'm going to click this flip right to create left facing frames, because then we only have to make half of the animation styles. Nice. That is selected, and down here in the bottom left-hand corner, we have idle right, and I like that frame perfectly. That's the exact one I want to use for my little mouse character. And you'll see down here, it has all these other frames. I don't need these other frames right now, because when Mickey is standing still, I just want Mickey standing still. I don't need an animation frame. If I select moving right, using my left mouse button, I'm going to click and drag these two halves of Mickey there. And then once I do that and I move my cursor up here, you'll see where Mickey's showing up in that block. And then I'm going to click. And that is the first frame. So there's Mickey kind of getting ready to take a step. So now I'm going to add another frame. And then this time, I'm going to bring in my next frame here. And then after that, I add another frame. I'm going to go with the legs that are closer together. And then here, I'm going to make one more, and I'm going to use my other Mickey taking a step. So Mickey here's the first step, here's the second step, here's that, and then it would go back here, and then it would loop through. Then I'm going to go to jumping right, and I want to choose this one here, just because the tail's kind of pointing down, so Mickey might be jumping in the air there, and it's just going to be one frame. I can always change it later if I need to. And then if I go last but not least here to climbing, I have just a 2-frame animation for this one. There's the first one, and then here's the second one. So if Mickey finds a ladder and is climbing up and doing his thing. This last frame down here, I don't know if I'm going to use that for anything. It's like one if he runs out of health or whatever and he looks distressed. That might be something I'll play around with on another tutorial, but I'll keep it in here for now. Mickey is animated and in there. We are in good shape. Now if I go up here to images, and I go back to my folder here, now I'm going to take my level 1 that I created. So it's just this level 1 PNG file. Click and drag and bring it in here. And it puts it right in to this layout. So we're good with that right there. Not a bad idea to go to File and Save. And then we can click the drop down. Let's go to Game World. And then it says Start by clicking here to add your first scene. And go to Scene. And select here. And mine by default shows Scene 1. Sometimes it doesn't work. And if yours is showing something else, or if you bring in another level and you're not sure how to get the right layout in, then you can go over here to the background and then you can choose whichever one that you have. You can control plus to zoom in and zoom out as control minus. When I'm clicking outside of scene 1 just up here, you can change the author of your project. I could go with that. And then starting scene, I just only have one scene for this one right now. And then here where it says starting position, I'm going to have my character facing right on there. You can see when you click these arrows, this arrow over here changes, and that's because that is your actual character that we're going to put in the game. All right, so now I'll click here on scene 1, and then it says type, and I want to make sure we have platformers selected so that it's giving me the right different functionality for this level. And then I want to make sure I know where my starting position is. So if you can either click and drag this around, and you'll notice here it changes your X and Y position. But if I start with X and I go back and I just go down, you can see where it moves on our layout. And then for Y, as you increase the Y position, it actually goes down. Selecting our sprite, and it says player sprite sheet. If I click that drop down, I want to find mouse, my mouse sheet. You have to be careful how fast you say mouse sheet, or it sounds like you're saying something else. And then now I'm ready to build some platforms on here so that my character doesn't just fall into the water. I'm going to click here on these bricks and go with the big brick for right now. And if I click, and then I hold shift and click again, you'll see right there where we are building this platform area. That's like where our character is going to walk. We're just drawing it over our layout. And I'm going to close that one down there. This looks good. All right, now some other things I have are these little bricks. So I can use a smaller one here if I want to. I'll have those be on there so we can climb on those. And on here, I have this platform, but I want Mickey to be able to jump from underneath and then land up here. So to do that, making sure we're still on our brick collisions here. And then we go over to these options, and one of them says collision top. Then I can just select this here and go all the way to the right. Let's try this out and see how this looks here. All right, so here's Mickey. Mickey's on this, can jump, can't move through those blocks. So you have to walk through those. We go over here, and then this is our little thing we want to jump through. So I jump and then I land on there. So we're able to get to that top layer. We go over here and you'll see here where these blocks were just regular solids, if I jump there, Mickey hits his ears on that and isn't able to jump up there. So that kind of gives you an idea of those different elements. I might want to put one of those blue lines right here. So that way Mickey can land on there if needed. And then the last thing I'm going to do for this tutorial is go here to add, and I'm going to add a trigger. So if I click here, I'll go down here, and then I'm just going to click and drag to the right. And I'm going through there just so I only have to make one trigger for this game, but oftentimes you're going to have multiple triggers, as you'll get the idea on there. And then I am going to add another trigger in here for the doorway. Just put it right there on the door. And for these, if I select this trigger right here, and it says on enter on the right hand side, then I can go over here to add an event. I'm going to search position and then go here to set actor position. It's asking me where I want to move the character to. So if Mickey falls into the water, I want Mickey to go back to the beginning of our layout there. And then the same way over here, if we get to the end, we're just going to have Mickey go back to the beginning of this level. So on enter, position. All right, save and push play. So move Mickey here, and we'll just fall down there, and then Mickey comes back to the beginning. Fall down here, same thing. We'll go here, and takes Mickey back to the very beginning again. That is bringing all of our pictures, the pixel art, the background, the image sprite, or actor as they call it here on GB Studio. And then we're set for today. In our next tutorial, the very next one we're going to do, we're going to start fine-tuning how our mouse moves to show how you can change like how touchy or how smooth the controls are, and with jumping and all of those kind of things. So we'll take it to the next level on our next tutorial. Let me know what you think in the comments. Like and subscribe if you are enjoying this content and want to keep up to date when new things are coming out. And as always, I appreciate you taking the time to watch, and I hope you have a great day.